They just dropped off the usual homeless gang stalker. Had him coughing in the middle, the gang stalker, recruitment video that I posted. Had him reenacting that, but I ain't even recording. But if I walk back down that way, he probably going. If he ain't still walking, he probably done caught a ride because, like I said, all they do is drop him off. When I went to the wing spot yesterday, he was sitting around there acting out in the parking lot. But when I tried to upload that video, they was him at there, messing with the buffering of the video. So it took all day for that video to upload. So I said, I'll go ahead and create a new live right now. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Somebody had him excessively coughing too, boy, thinking that shit was going to ignite some anger. And it ain't ignite nothing. But like I said, if I would have had my phone out, that would have gave me all the proof evidence that I need. How they make them do what they do, how they make them do what they tell them to do. But like I said, I had my phone put away. But now I got it out now. So like I said, let's let the lights cam action begin. So I can show y'all, like I said, every day what goes on. You know what I'm saying? Around town. And what these people live for and what they here for. In the midst of why I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to make somebody look crazy, but every single time somebody recording, they showing the same darn sheriff cars, the same people doing the same stuff. I mean, how's that to make somebody look crazy? How's that to make somebody look crazy? Show your shoes on camera. I know, right? You seen that, Lawrence? Well, I'm saying that. Well, I'm glad you be tuned in, man, because you can see how they sit back here and how they alert them and have all the gang stalkers come all out. You know what I'm saying? So they just want to see. They just want to see what I'm recording in the midst of the attack. That's what they told to do. But like I said, they just had a homeless gang stalker to do that. Be boldly doing all the stuff. Apple pie based upon Apple stuff I was talking about yesterday. I done ran into a bunch of Apple stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm just showing a live demonstration what these military communities are based off of. Anybody else could take it for granted. And they could be happy to live amongst it, to live within it. But not I. Cause like I said, it ain't a secret. And if you're a moderator and you tune in live right now, anybody that you see that comment anything, you know what I'm saying, dealing with some BS, get them up out of here. Get them up out of here. I'm not playing around with none of these notified NPCs, you know what I'm saying, locally and internationally, that's alerted to come on my page and flood the page in the midst of they trolling this, proving my point of what my page is based upon. See what I'm saying? Get them up out of here before I catch them. Now I did this. I did a little freestyle, and I changed my avatar in the midst of bringing more attention to the page, which is going to bring more attention to the page. You know what I'm saying? And people are going to sit back here and they're going to click on these videos, whether they like it or not, and they're going to be put on game, on DARPA, remote neural monitoring, COINTELPRO. You got to be able to bait them in and stoop to their low vibration with the, you know, with the AV. You know what I'm saying? So they could bite the bait. With they dumb ass selves, they're gonna bite the bait. Oh man, you know, look, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. Then as soon as they click on it due to seeing how their avatar look, you know what I'm saying? They click, see what the videos is based upon, search, you know what I'm saying, throughout YouTube and see other targeted individuals that they know what gang stalking is about. Then they gonna wish they didn't click. Like that person that liked and then unliked. See what I'm saying? Because it describes them. See what I'm saying? Like I said, I did what I did in the midst of how I did it to draw more attention to the page. I'm sitting back here walking. They talking about something. I'm sitting back here walking. They talking about something if it's a safe space. So you talking about what I'm coming amongst in the midst of, you know what I'm saying, just recording, documenting? That what you talking about? The fuck they got to do any damn thing? See what I'm saying? A bozo comment. See the little crystal cards? It's 1 million of those on the trail. Like I said, the majority of the trash that's on the trail is in dedication in the midst of what I do, for what I eat on, what I think about, what I go to the store and get. I have these bums, have people, like I said, come around here, walk on the trail with book bags, take the trash out their book bags and throw it on the trail just to demonstrate remote neural monitoring. And then they might get like some drugs or a few cigarettes or a change or whatever the hell the case may be. Some little chump change stuff that the handlers give them. Cause I seen it yesterday. Like I said, when I went to the wing restaurant, I seen how the same bum that I just ran to, they had an overly excessive cough in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I seen. Yeah, I know. He tried to get it. Like I said, look, see the Burger King shit? You know what I'm saying? Just peak game though. Like I said, nobody targeted. You're gonna run to 1 million Burger King, like I said, Crystals, Walmart, all types of shit. But it just added spite, added people just throwing their trash out the windows and just whatever. No, the hell it ain't. Like I said, it's a psychological program. No, the hell it ain't. No, the hell it ain't. And they live in to try to take me out due to my frequency to get an anger reaction so they can use that as a cover up. So if I sit back here and I say, excuse me, Your Honor, my frequency was used against my free will and I was on a remote neural monitoring program due to me being microchipped at birth and I'm aware of it. And like I said, I've been run down here in Columbus, being originally from Long Island, New York, and I was run down here, me and my sister and my family, like I said, for an experiment. And I can prove my point. And like I said, he could sit back here, whoever the judge is, they could be spooked, shaking in their boots, and they know about it because they know about it anyway, because they know that's how the world is ran. You see what I'm saying? They know how the world is ran. That's why I said they use gematria. The judges use gematria in the midst of how they sentence you, you know what I'm saying, how they sentence your ass. Picture you being in a program, in a simulation that's going on around you, that you didn't never know what was going on around you. All of a sudden you had to research and wake up to this shit, you know what I'm saying, by witnessing weird stuff to ask yourself, Why do I always keep on seeing the same stuff? You know what I'm saying? Why do I keep on seeing the same people? And then, like I said, based upon how they use your brain to experiment with you, you get the recommendations through the YouTube, but you see the titles of these videos and you like, huh, what? You scared to click on the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You scared to click on them because you like, how the hell I'm going through this and I'm thinking about this, but then I'm seeing this stuff going on around me, like what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? Crystal about this. What's really going on? Then you're gonna be like, all right, when you peep game and you see what's going on and you see how this works, then you're like, all right, then, you know. Like I said, these people sit back here and they eat, sleep, and shit this shit every damn day, having a chance and opportunity to use my frequency against my free will, man. Because, like I said, you know, scripting, breakout, jail, Muskogee County jail incidents, like I said back in the day, toward my family. You know what I'm saying, and all that. I mean, shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. That was OD right there when they did that. Like I said, I don't know who in my family then crossed the line and did something to one of these motherfuckers out here to cause them niggas to script the stage of damn Muskogee County jail breakout incident in the midst of my family. Nah, I'm gonna go, fuck it. Ain't even gonna wait. I'll go. They be boy driving around anyway. Amazon driver. With all the trash, you know what I'm saying? Look at all the trash in the yard. They've been like that for like, since I've been walking out here for like months. Ain't nobody bothered to pick it up. But like I said, all that due to the program. And like I said, as much money being taken out, the checks for these people, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do this stuff, you know what I'm saying, by being instructed to do it, to try to get a reaction from you, they could be investing this into them houses like that. You know what I'm saying? Rebuilding it up. But instead, you know, they doing shit like this. You know? Dumbass shit. That's what they move in, you know what I'm saying? That's what they get the opportunity to move into these places and shit. So they can do that. I mean, think about it, man. You don't think these people don't know this shit ain't in their yard? They sit there looking at this shit. But it's all part of the program. And y'all know in the early 2000s, late 90s, motherfuckers coming up, you know, y'all know folks wasn't getting down like that. Folks were goddamn, you know what I'm saying, picking that shit up and taking care of their shit. You know what I'm saying? Trash everywhere, man. See if I can get that bomb before my phone die out. That they want to sit back here and make the most example out of. But like I said, he could get a real job, but instead he over here demonstrating remote monitoring, though. You know what I'm saying? He could get a real job, but instead he over here demonstrating remote monitoring. And they over here dropping his ass off. Over here dropping his ass off and shit. Dropping his dumb ass off to put his damn, you know what I'm saying? You know, the little 1% speckle of light that he got to live at risk. The 1% left that he got to live at risk. Having that nigga to come out here to mess with me. So, experiment with you since birth. Make deals with your family to have them agree. To have you brought to these other regions and other places and other states and all that stuff. So that you'll have to sit back here and wake up to the shit. Because like I said, they're not going to sit back here and tell you. Because that's the whole point of the plan. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just showing y'all, like I said. Just showing y'all real quick. Like I said, y'all can't give these homeless people a legitimate job. But y'all can pay them $5 an hour, $5 an hour, you know what I'm saying, the gang stalk. Man, if I would have had my phone out, y'all would have seen that bum, how he was sitting back there smoking them little notebook paper rolled up, you know what I'm saying, tobacco little joints, man. Come on now, man, them little crackhead ass joints. Fuck out of here with that little whole ass shit, man. Y'all out here sacrificing homeless motherfuckers, bums, for this program. Y'all got to do better than that. Doofuses for the mental facilities, y'all got to do better than that. I know they don't want to miss out on the opportunity to live equally amongst these houses, to drive amongst everybody and work amongst everybody and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? They love that. You know what I'm saying? They love that. They get off on that. They live for that shit. That's why they got all these houses and apartments now. Why would they want to miss out on that? I know that's not what, I know they're not all getting these houses and apartments and these cars and shit just to literally do this program to really sacrifice them and their kids and their family and themselves amongst a secret society of some darker damn shit. Man, I be damn, man. That's why I said. That shit is crazy, bro. You know I'm like, bro, I tell you. Ain't got nothing else to do. They're gonna sit back here and they're gonna mess up the video that I did live with the mask on intentionally. Had the shit overly buffering and all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? Had the little, the other two lives that I did, they made all that shit went through, you know what I'm saying? The little joking around little video I did with the freestyle and all that shit. They hit me with it. You know, it's like this shit. I mean, look, you know what I'm saying? Shit is sad, man. Anything to try to get a reaction for anything, like anything. You ain't even got to be looking at nothing and be saying something in a bad way. It just, they see what you looking at. You know what I'm saying? They know what you looking at. But like I said, when I have my phone out and I hit record, as soon as I step out, y'all see the same people, especially the same motherfuckers with book bags on. Y'all tell me. Yeah, they try, like I said, they try to sit that little bum out of the blue, man. Had them overly obsessive, coughing all toward my way. Then they had some little actor, you know what I'm saying, on the moped, just, you know what I'm saying, going up the street. You know what I'm saying, with the moped all slow, so it was all scripted acting. But like I said, I ain't sit back here and do nothing but just smile and cheese. Like I said, what I was supposed to do, get angry, because I'm aware that I'm exposing their ass and my videos are going around. The information's being spread around, you know what I'm saying, and they mad about this shit. So they got to, like I said, city people out to act to prove my point more and more. It just goes to show how mad they are. It just goes to show how mad they are as a secret organization. It just goes to show how mad they are as a secret society organization. Slow your ass down. Slow your ass down. Motherfuckers. Speeding and shit. You know what I'm saying? Coming up the goddamn hill. Slow your fuck ass down. Like I said, let's see how long it's going to take for this video, you know what I'm saying, to upload. Since they want to sit back here and they want to mess with the one from yesterday morning. All this money being invested into temporary businesses and remote norm monitoring, darker equipment, technology equipment to mind read and play with motherfuckers' frequencies and minds and shit all day. You know what I'm saying? To cause a damn catastrophe across the whole damn United States. Playing around with folks' minds and shit. Sending these damn actors out, placing these actors in positions, sacrificing positions to sacrifice themselves for their fucking families, and they moving to and from all these places, whether they know what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying? It's just stupid as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even pay me enough, you know what I'm saying, to come out here to do this shit amongst some motherfucker to sacrifice my life, to put my life at risk, do some damn secretive ass shit that's clearly being blatantly shown as weird, and somebody could easily, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers could easily put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? They got to know what the fuck going on in the midst of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas looking all out the window, looking all crazy and shit, like they trying to do something. Come on now, my boy. Come on now. You could be on the lookout for this shit uploaded right on YouTube, my boy, right when I get done uploading this shit. Got an alliance, you know what I'm saying? A Fusion Center alliance, a homeless bum alliance, a motherfucker that I got to record every time I step out to record. These motherfuckers doing the same shit when I come across them. You know what I'm saying? To prove my point, because they mad. Because the cat's out the bag, man. Y'all got it out for everybody that come from these certain little places, certain little areas and all that shit. You think y'all gonna cover it up? Think nobody ain't gonna peep game on that shit? Think the motherfuckers scared of this shit? You know what I'm saying? Think motherfuckers scared of these motherfuckers around this bitch in general? Man, like I said, man. Do they mess with you? They're due to the directive energy weapons, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, from time to time, little asthma, little flare-ups and shit. But I done grew out of my asthma a lot, but I still have a little frequent flare-ups, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the season has changed, so, you know. But the muscles and stuff, yeah, muscle spasm, like, you know what I'm saying? I be having like frequent little muscle spasm. My muscles be twitching and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, nerves twitching, stuff, all that. I get all that. I just don't speak too much on it, but I get all that though. They really trying to get me y'all to get locked up by these homeless folks that they done sat back here and done bit debate of the program and done failed for what society done came at them with. So now, like I said, now they're using reverse psychology with all the motherfuckers that done failed in the midst of the program, got them recruited, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of, like I said, putting their life at risk upon you. Because they done failed this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they done failed this shit. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault, man. But they stupid enough not to know that whoever's controlling them are not telling them they're being constantly recorded. So, like I said, they're not that smart because rule number one, what do y'all always see me doing when I have my phone out? What y'all see, you know what I'm saying? If it's not uploaded, it's not recorded, right? So what I'm constantly doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm constantly recording. But we got the agent right here posted up right here. They in the building or they sit back here just indicating what they like something right here. You know what I'm saying? I already had that happen yesterday morning. If y'all see the repeated pattern, that happened to me, you know what I'm saying? When a girl pulled up, they had her do that. Now they got this puppy right here doing the same thing. And I know he ain't in that building. So like I said, he just want to be seen in his little car, but he just indicating the program. But he still got to live that program throughout my frequency. Cause when I hit the streets, his ass got to hit the streets, sucker. When I hit the streets, they got to hit the streets, man. When I hit the streets, they got to hit the streets. Or it ain't gonna be no program. Think about it. Program can't go down just you and the television. Stuff got to be reenacted. It can't just be reenacted on advertisements on the television through your phone and all that shit. For you to see, you know what I'm saying, on television and all that shit face to face. They gotta have so many motherfuckers reenact that shit on foot and all that in cars and on bikes and stuff. You know? Yes, sir. Little actor, somebody that just posted up on the side of the street, acting away. Want somebody to get a little car on camera. Now, we're not getting you on camera, sucker. Definitely not getting you on camera. That's what you want, but we're not doing that. See, I'm not going to promote you in your fuckery in the midst of you being an op and me being considered an op in the midst of the program. I'm not going to sit back and get your little piece of shit on camera. You know what I'm saying? Hoe ass nigga. That's just the way it go. I'll get you for your shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I remember how that shit looking. I'll get you for your shit, but I'm not going to get you. And then look at the police right there posted up. See? It's all reenacted. Look at it. Look at the police. Look at the police over there posted up in the cut, y'all. Uh-huh. See? I told you. But like I said, I'm supposed to be mad, right? I'm supposed to cause a scene. Now, everybody look like they out there, like he right there posted up to really get the traffic, but nah, due with the emergency light, someone posted up on the side, and about me sitting back here walking right here to try to get a reaction. But it didn't work. And they go to sheriff right there. The police right there posted up, and they go to sheriff. Uh-huh. They got the bums out here, like I said, working overtime, $5 an hour. They got the doofuses from the mental facilities out here going overtime, you know. And then everybody else, they out and about, you know what I'm saying? Because they done did their little tactics, you know what I'm saying? They got rewarded, so they out celebrating right now. That's the reason why you see all the traffic and everybody turned up. See what I'm saying? They turned up on the motorcycle. They just got paid, you know what I'm saying? For the gang stalking this. For the gangs, uh-huh. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. That's right. I know. Rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? Rhetoric. Police over there just posted up, boy. And I know at least one of them cars done went over the speed limit too, passing by, but he ain't studying that. He's studying me. I'm the threat. You know what I'm saying? I'm the threat to society due to information. So you got people threats to society due to crime and, you know, stuff like that, literally with records and all that. But then you got people that's a threat to society due to information. I'm a threat to society due to information person. And they don't like the fact that I know the information that I know. So that's the reason why I'm a threat to the side, you know, to society. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing that they could do. There's nothing that they could do. But just post up in the midst of the setup. Post up in the midst of the setup. And try to hope that I bite the bait of the setup. But I'm never biting the bait of the setup, so they just wasting their time. They getting paid easy money. You know what I'm saying? They getting paid easy money, man. And might well just go ahead and just go back to the station, clock out, call the day, and go home. Just go home. That's what they might well just do. Like I said, I want to see before my phone die out because it's doing real good. I want to see if I'm going to run back into that bone. Since he want to sit back and he want to overly excessive cough, and I want to get him acted out back on camera real quick. I don't give a damn who's going to be around, you know what I'm saying, if I see him. I just want to get him acting out back on camera. That's all. So he can prove my point for what the controlness of this community is and why they got him sitting back here working overtime to sacrifice his life. You know what I'm saying? For the midst of the control program. Dumbass sucker. Out here sacrificing bombs for control families, for control motherfuckers out here coming to these communities and sit back here and live amongst other frequencies and shit. I'll be there. Trying to mess up your life, trying to mess up your friends and turn you into them. Like I said, no, I don't think so, though. That's a little bad chick, but I know she a part of the program, so I ain't even gonna get that. I can't get caught up in the midst of what they expect me to get caught up. And when I got caught up at first before I didn't know what was going on, you know what I'm saying? So I can't bite that bait. I gotta overlook all the eye candy, all that. I gotta overlook all that. Cause like I said, I gotta remember the whole point of the program in the midst of your in the midst of your weaknesses, in the midst of your stress, you know what I'm saying, for what they study and how they take you out, you know what I'm saying, how they take the average woman out, take the average man out in the midst of that. And folks don't even know what's going on, like I said, don't even know what's going on. They think it's a fatal attraction, but it's something else to the picture, you know what I'm saying? For some people, it is a fatal attraction. But then, like I said, for some people, it ain't. Not if you seeing the same thing. If you seeing the same thing being amongst, you know what I'm saying, you in the midst of being highly fatal attracted, you know. I'm gonna be at this store working on next week. I'm supposed to be across the way, but like I said, they want to play games, so you know, I'm not gonna hit them up. I ain't gonna go up inside there and play no games with them. Somebody said, show your shoes on camera when I first started the live. Fuck, you wilding out, what I said. So I'm trying to understand because the person that said that, they sit back and expected me to sit back and say, okay, cool, you know, so on the materialistic. I'd have been through out of that. I don't know materialistic shit. Dumbass motherfucker. Going over there looking hard as a motherfucker at the gas station. Hard as a bitch. Sure, looking hard as a fool, boy. See, all I'm doing is, y'all see what I'm doing. I'm just getting a little walk, you know what I'm saying? But in the midst of how they sent old dude and dropped old dude off, and they had old dude on that moped to try to watch the orchestrator this, you know what I'm saying, to see if I was gonna do something, you know, in the midst of that homeless guy. But like I said, when it's dark and I'm outside, they don't do the same stuff. Because like I said, Skynet cannot pick it up. They don't do the same stuff because they want to have a full description via Skynet of what's going on. Exact my location when I'm moving around and everything. I don't know if it's night vision. They have that night vision shit to really like observe that shit from the sky for real, but like for real, like. I just want to see though. I want to see. And then when I was coming around this area the last time, right around the corner, there was about 3 or 4 people walking up. You know what I'm saying? And I walk around this thing around the same time every day. You know what I mean? So I know what I'm out here doing. And I know who knew and I know who out here, you know what I'm saying, at me. Trying to smash up some pills and shit. Trying to smash up some pills on the trail. Trolling. You know what I'm saying? Do they really think that I'm really that dumb and stupid to sit back here and try to commit a crime like they think I'm gonna do in the midst of broad daylight like this? For how they orchestrate this stuff, like they really think I'm that dumb and, you know, NPC-ish and sped out or whatever the case may be to think I'm gonna just commit a crime. How they orchestrate and see these people around me out in the broad daylight, like they gotta be dumb, man, for real. Cause they blatantly they always show it, like they always constantly do it and show it. You think I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna just do this shit? I mean, I understand. I mean, there's some people out here that be doing that. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't care. Crash out, they don't care. Broad daylight, broad daylight. With me, I mean, shit. They keep on sitting there. Every single time I turn around, they sending these motherfuckers around. But don't do it when I be out here. You know what I'm saying? 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. You see what I'm saying? 6 o'clock in the morning. They don't ever do it. Cause they scared as hell. See what I'm saying? They love to do when it's dark. What they will do, their target individuals are familiar with, they will come around within real quick within their vehicle. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, are you really gonna catch them on foot like that in the dark? Coming around you? Hell no. Because like I said, 9 times out of 10, they handler already know. The handler already damn know what the motherfucker do. You know what I'm saying? At that time period and shit. When and when not the damn do. That's why you seen goddamn, like I said, if I would have had that shit pulled out, you would have already damn knew what time it was. You would have seen old dude right then and there. Right then and there, and I would have walked right up on his ass. Right up on his ass. You know what I'm saying? They could take these homeless folks and put them in the police academy and have them doing maintenance, have them doing just sanitary, you know what I'm saying, like cleaning work or something, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Hell, why would they want to violate that and do something stupid within that so they could get arrested? You know what I'm saying? Why would they want to break the law and get arrested? But instead, y'all send them around here, y'all got these damn homeless folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Send them on dummy missions and shit. You see what I'm saying? Just because y'all assume that the person that the shit is aimed at and directed toward it, y'all think they don't know what the fuck going on. It's just, just on the verge of just what y'all want to consider just full-blown crash out. What y'all want to consider full-blown crash out. Sign it, man. And like I said, I'm not saying that I can't expect nobody to be out here walking around and none of that shit. Like the dude that just passed right by me. I ain't never seen him before. But like I said, I ain't somebody complaining though, right? I'm not complaining though, because like I said, I know he demonstrating the program at the same damn time, but I'm not complaining. I'm talking about you straight up damn bums, you know what I'm saying? These homeless folks that let it be known blatantly, these be the same ones that be going out their way, they be aggravating you. For real. And then they want you to think that they don't know where you at all times. That's the shit I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? I see the gang stalker right here. How he just pulled in, circled around and all that. Just pulled up. They just pulled up and circled around. So you already know. Gang stalked out like a fool. About to leave now, dog. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing, dog? What the man doing, man? You demonstrating the program? I hope he the pastor of the church. He got to be the pastor of that church to be doing all that. He got to be. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just a random person that go to that church and you just doing that in the midst of somebody like me walking on the midst of this strip and you doing all that, something ain't right anyway. So like I said, you got to be the pastor of that church to be doing all that in your car. Besides a puppet. Got to be a damn pastor. But I doubt it though. He just proved my point within the program. Supposed to be shaking in my boots. I'm supposed to be shaking in my boots. Trying to see where's old dude. Where's old dude at so I can get his acting ass out on camera? I just want to get his acting ass out on camera real quick. Where's he at? Ain't nothing going on, man. Just the average weekend, you know what I'm saying? People going to the store, the mall, buying the same stuff the next person got. You know, you already know what time it is. And I guarantee that's the same police officer that probably posted up over there chilling back in that area. If I go back and walk up to that area, they're probably the same one. You know what I'm saying? They're probably the same one too. From that little spot. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, they false prophets, man. They false prophets, false pastors. Yeah, rub it up. Rub it up. Rub it up. Red everywhere too. Just red everywhere. Oh, okay, good. Y'all gonna let me go? I could have went. I don't even be in no rush, man. They be so quick to let me go, but I don't be in no rush. They the ones, like I said, they the ones that gotta go somewhere. Shit. I'm just walking, recording the program. I'm just recording the program. She want to speed off a hello Ford Runner anyway, trying to be funny. Another little red truck, red after red after red after red, man. It's just red everywhere. Red everywhere. Red everywhere. Yep. Everybody staring, they already know what time it is. They know, you know, now I'm out here. They love to do this shit right here, the little Bud Light shit. That's one of the usual little tactics right there. That's the usual one. The Bud Light guy. Really, I'm a Modelo Light guy, for real. Modelo Light guy, but you know. They swear they know somebody though. They swear they know somebody. Man. So that lady over there looking crazy. She looking at me all crazy, like she was really in the car looking around, going around the city trying to look for my ass. Yeah, she just spotted me out in traffic. The senior citizen. Yep, that's me. The motherfucker that they got them demonstrating and got y'all demonstrating remote normal turn on. That's me. Him in the flesh. Walking up and down the street. Know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody like, man, so the algorithm could pick up, you know what I'm saying, these lives and send them out, man. You know? I appreciate that 6 light too. I appreciate that, Lauren, for real. Let me see. Because, you know, people thinking that I'm sitting making this stuff up, but like this green bin right here. So, you know what I'm saying? I always walk down here. I walk down here all the time. You see what I'm saying? I walk down here all the time. This is like my 12th time walking up and down here. But like I said, instead of these folks that they know that they're supposed to be in the back of the house, right? Since they own their house. But you see how they leave it out on the trail? They try to block you to try to, know what I'm saying, to try to prove a point that they some fucking puppets. They don't really own their shit. Cause like I said, ain't nobody leaving their shit out like this. For folks that don't really care. Lazy. All on the goddamn trail. Help me make an example out of it. Let me make an example out of it real quick. Remember, I'm the enemy, right? So let me help me make that example. Every time I hit these streets, though, they hate it, but they like it because, like I said, ain't gonna be no business at the businesses, but they know what they got to do in the midst of doing these psychological tactics. So, like, you know, based upon like feet videos up on Facebook, I had made a comment, and they're gonna have this lady come up in the Chinese restaurant, you know what I'm saying, just to deliver a big ass thing of red hot, right, with her feet all out. You know what I'm saying? And how she was standing, how she had her foot propped up, you could tell that they made her do that shit for a specific reason. So she's walking out the door, and then she's like, with her chest pump, you know what I mean? See what I'm saying? She walking around with her chest poked out. She walking around with her chest poked out like, yeah, I just did my little job. You see what I mean? Based upon what I seen on Facebook. But like I said, they do the remote neural monitoring though. It won't even do to no sexual reaction. It won't even do to no sexual reaction. It would do so my eyes could pick the shit up and get back feedback. And get back feedback. You know what I'm saying? That's all, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is to it. Yep. The program. The program. I ain't just walking around just pointing certain stuff out and showing y'all, and y'all seeing the noise, y'all hearing the noise campaign. I'm showing y'all some of the conditions of these houses too that these agents live in. So y'all can see what's going on in the midst of where all the money's going to, or where it could be going to. You see what I'm saying? In the midst of the condition of these houses. I know a girl right in that Honda too. I ain't seen her in a long time, but I know who she was. I know exactly who she is. Sure do. Look at all this shit. See what I'm saying? In the midst of a nigga walking on the trail. I mean, shit, I want to trash down my own community to try to prove a point to somebody on some psychological note. I would try to rebuild it to make it more better and safer for my kids and for the future. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. I want to tear that shit down like that. Every person, like I said, they give me something to do. They sacrifice their ass. They can sit back here and give them some real money to make. Yeah, these folks out here looking stupid. Trying to get my ass off the streets just because I'm aware of the goddamn truth. That shit just don't work like that. Because I don't want to pay to have my way. Whatever motherfucking thing in the midst of a country that say freedom, but this shit stand for damn lies. And they mad. I don't want to pay for future baby mamas like the average niggas out here doing. These women out here don't want to pay for future baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? Due to the bait biting. So, I mean, what's going on? The truck going slow here. That blue truck right there going slow. Here we go. Here go the actor coming from the house like always. And I'm going to show y'all how y'all see that person walking right. I'm going to show y'all the house that it just came from and how they showing these folks and telling them from the fusion centers how they making them do what they do. Prime example right here. Crystal boxes everywhere too. Y'all ain't forget that shit, that crystal box shit. She went across the street. She didn't want to walk. Whoever it was, they didn't want to walk amongst me on the trail, but they came out in the midst of me seeing them. But let's see the house where they came from though. Let's see the house where they came from. See, this is what they got them doing. And they make so much money. I want to see the condition of the house that it just came from. Like everybody else, shall we? More KFC shit on the trail. But like I said, shit like that don't spark no anger. The actors do. But they still don't get no reaction. Because I ain't hearing no reaction coming from me. See what I'm saying? See all that? See what I'm saying? See all that? Unstableness. And they got the nerve. And I can't even get some Section 8. I can't even get none Section 8, but these gang stalkers can sit back here and live in something like this. These gang stalkers can sit back here and live in something like this. And the police are aware of it. But I can't even get in some Section 8. I can like up now. Like up now. And I can't even get into some Section 8 now, like I said. But they know where I'm coming and going and everything. But like I said, I can't even get into some Section 8. That's how y'all know if something ain't right. Like up. I know y'all see that. I know y'all see that. Ain't nobody ashamed. Ain't nobody ashamed. Ain't nobody ashamed. We putting it out there. Like I said, I can't even get motherfucking Section 8 due to this program. Due to this motherfucking program. But they got niggas staying in shit like that in the midst of everybody else that's keeping up with their houses and making motherfuckers look bad, but then they want to get mad when I talk about this shit though, right? See what I'm saying? When I address it, due to this goddamn program. Motherfuckers should be appreciating the fact that I'm addressing this shit. It's shedding light to it. Instead of covering it up like a majority of the other motherfuckers that's scared to speak about the shit. That if somebody out here that's really brave enough to speak on that shit instead of covering that shit the fuck up, that's all I'm saying. So like I said, I want one. I feel sorry for that guy that's out there on that porch, and he know that shit too. That shit is embarrassing like a motherfucker, man. Go ahead and just tear that shit down and rebuild it. And they can easily rebuild a new house right there, but instead, they got that shit looking like that in the midst of Pope Hunted Farms and shit. Without being Pope Hunted Farms. That shit like Pope Hunted Farm without fucking being Pope Hunted Farm. How the fuck is that? Shit like a Halloween maze, a Halloween house naturally. You know what I'm saying? The midst of motherfuckers living in that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is insane, man. But like I said, y'all see what they do to me? And then motherfuckers look at the videos, they see the proof, and still don't want to like up. Y'all see the proof of the evidence and still don't want to like. Like y'all looking right now, y'all still, it took for Lauren to have to address folks, to have to sit back here and like to make the shit go through the algorithm for me to see that little like just then. That shit is a shame. That shit is terrible. That shit is terrible. Either y'all niggas gang stalkers, or y'all niggas, like I said, y'all sit back here and y'all know what the fuck going on, and y'all see the shit, but y'all just scared to like the shit. That's all. And they go that red truck too. They go to Bum with the guy with the red truck. They'll be sitting back at control on them, so I'm about to walk up on them right now. And I'm glad they down there right now. Watch this. Just watch this. Watch this, y'all. She over here covering the side of her face with the Jeep. She ain't got to cover none up. That little baddie. With that little Jeep. With that thing, you know what I'm saying? She over there bad with that thing. You ain't got to cover the side of your face with the motherfucker. Ain't no shame in your game, though. I ain't stunting them. I'm stunting these bozo ass clown little bummy dogs, man. But they still make her controlling around the nigga. I just want to get this little clown real quick. Really fast. Real quick. It's like they're doing all that over excessive cough. I just want to see if they're going to overly buff the video today, because I had so much proof. Yesterday, they sat back here and overly buffed the shit and froze it. So like I said, we're going to see due to the lights and all that. We're going to see what it's going to do real quick. You already know what time it is, living in truth. You already know what time it is. You already know. You already know they're using remote noise monitoring. And like I said, all these other ones, you know what I'm saying, to put their little lives at risk, man. But shit, I'll be damned though, man. You wouldn't catch, like I said, you wouldn't catch me doing this to somebody, man. All right, so I see the dude that drive the truck. I see the dude that drive the truck, but what the other dude there? I'm trying to see what the other guy is. Uh-huh. I hear the noise campaign. Like, I hear the noise campaign. I hear the noise campaign. That's why I'm out here. That's why I'm out here. Live demonstration, baby. A live demonstration. The same one making that noise too, the same one they gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? Still gotta pay. You hear it? I know you hear it. I know you hear it, man. I know you hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? They do that shit behind they do that shit behind the gas pedal, the damn car where they're just swerving and shit, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just letting themselves be known in the program. Looking like a fake ass Drewski, motherfucker just look like a fake Drewski. Just then. Look like a fake ass Drewski. A lot of clones too. I told y'all, it's a million clones around this bitch. $65% doing real good, baby. Real good, real good. Real good. Uh-huh. Yeah, so they really tweaking though, man, because that guy that's over there doing all this shit toward that pole, man, that's the homeless dude, the white guy that I just seen doing that excessive coughing that he probably dropped off on the side with the truck that had him do it. He over there tweaking by that pole, man. Look how he over there tweaking. So, you know, like I said, they got something to do with the future centers for sure. They got something to do with the future centers for sure, man. They do. They do. They do. And like I said, they want to make me the head honcho. They want to make me the head honcho king of this shit. You know what I'm saying? They had this shit aimed and directed at me for some dumbass reason. So, you know, got this shit aimed and directed at me for some dumbass reason because of my name. It's fucking DNA. Fucking DNA. Fucking DNA. Nigga done mashed the gas, boy. Done mashed the gas, he did. He bucked around that corner, just did. He bucked around that corner fast as hell. Once he was just at that stop sign. See, these niggas want to be the only one to be in the streets. But like I said, I'm the one that got you out. So how you gonna sit back here and you gonna do that? I'm the one that got you out. Like I said, give credit where it due, my nigga. A lot of these dudes want to be seeing these chicks and all this shit, how you know what I'm saying, this program go if it wasn't for a nigga hitting these streets, man. So like I said, they better be thankful and shit instead of rumming up their fucking engines and all that bullshit, doing all that little hoe ass shit. What the hell they do with that real quick? We're trying to see where the hell he at. That ain't him though. Yeah. Uh-huh. Nigga did all that just to get right there. Nigga down there blew his engine just to do all that, right? These ain't the homeless people I'm talking about right here. This ain't the homeless people right here, bro. I'm talking about the other one. I'm trying to see where he at. Look all the lights, little green shirts, right? See the green, red hat. You already know what time it is. You new like up, man. If you new like up. You know what I'm saying? If you new like up, man. Yep. Go ahead and drive that bullshit, man. Go ahead and drive that bullshit. Get that shit up out of here. Y'all niggas over here demonstrating the program. Go ahead and drive that shit on off. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and drive that shit on off, man. They know what they doing anyway. They already know what time it is. They ain't got nothing to live for. Nothing to live for. And I got a full description of that. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you know what. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is. Go ahead and back it out. Come back down here for what y'all told to do so y'all can prove my point in this gold little, you know what I'm saying, vehicle. Creeping on by me. Going up and down the street. All slow. To indicate that you're around the target in the midst of the GTA game. You see what I'm saying? Proving a nigga point. 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 Yes, sir. Yeah, you got the cars up and down the street. Then you got these. You know what I'm saying? These supposed to be the these little two little dudes right here. They supposed to be the witnesses. Dude, if I want to snap on that gold SUV or something. Like I told you, they always got something scripted. Motherfucker somewhere on standby on foot or something. In the midst of how they orchestrate these puppets. You know what I'm saying? To do what they did. But y'all just seen how dude do what he did. Y'all just seen how dude did what he did. You know what I'm saying? I just seen it. So like I said. But like I said, this is what folks, that's what they live for. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what point you prove in the midst of what you affiliated with around this piece of shit. But I mean, shit, nigga, you ain't gonna catch me doing no shit like that though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done did all my shit in my 20s anyway. I'm damn about to be 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? So fuck all that bullshit. You niggas sitting around here 30-something. You know what I'm saying? In the early 30s, 30-some years old, still trying to prove against the valid point in these streets and shit toward a motherfucker that's being experimented on, that's exposing shit and getting a valid point across. Not an invalid, a valid point across. So I mean, y'all do the math. Y'all do the math. No, I said shit. I'm about to take it back to the house though now. They done gave me enough. They done gave me enough for proof and evidence that I need. I could walk some more, but like I said, I'm good. I done got enough. This is what you do for free. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing for free. It might, cost them, but they might get paid back at the same time. This is something I do for free, you know what I mean? Cause they still gotta put gas in that shit, you know what I'm saying, to know where the fuck your ass at. So this shit for free on foot. I ain't gotta put no gas, you know what I'm saying, in my feet to make them motherfuckers go right. But you gotta put that shit in that goddamn vehicle to know where somebody's at. In order to do anything psychological, you gotta remember that. In order for you to do anything psychological. Anything. So shit. bottle. Why did I throw that one bottle? Yeah, them little boys I just showed y'all, know what I'm saying, before I made it to the house, they might well just go right back where they just came from to play, know what I'm saying, because there ain't no little kids over here. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing, like I said in the midst of this program, how these parents send these kids out intentionally to come around in your neighborhood to play around in your dead end in your court when it ain't no other kids around in that dead end. You know what I'm saying? They all know what I'm saying up there in age, in high school and all that. While these kids are young as hell, sit back here trying to play, you know. Like, that shit is crazy, man. My sister friend out there waiting. He an agent, you know what I'm saying, here, in the midst of the program to sit back here and take her out by stressing her out by playing the role. But she already know that, but she don't care. So I just let it be. Ain't nothing I can, ain't nothing more I can say when she already know in the midst of her feeling guilty and feeling sorry for what she done did or what she could have done did while me and my mom was in that situation, going from hotel to hotel and shit. Like I said, she picking her way, in the midst of this program. But me, I ain't going out like that. Not going out like that. Trying to get this shit straight. Yeah, we can't feel sorry for family that's in on the hell nah, man. I can't feel sorry for her at all, man. Like I said, she just doing the shit because she knows she done failed. You know what I'm saying? Within what she could have did. There's no excuse. But she wanted to be secretive within this program and live her own little secretive life. And that shit been on the ass when that shit came revealed and came out to the open. Now, like I said, she got to reap what she sowed. Now she mad at me. That's why I document and I make these videos so folks can hear me out in the midst of my situation, my story, and know what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, she think it is my fault. It's not my fault. You was born before me. You the oldest one, about 3.5, 4 years. If anybody's fault, it's yours. You see what I'm saying? How's it going to be mine? I know the program ain't like that. They try to make it seem like that. And I know what I'm saying, it's really the youngest one and all that. Nah. If anything, it don't even go down like that. I know it got to come from the ancestors. It got to come most importantly from the ancestors. Then it go down to the kids, you know what I'm saying, they kids, and then, our parents that had us and all that. I know it don't just go from, this and this and that from this kid to that kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some agreement is made, man. The government ain't just hand choosing folks, you know what I'm saying, due to how folks really coming out like that. Some being, like I said, agreed on. Some just being agreed on. Like I said, she can miss me with that bull junk, though. And everybody around here can miss me with the bull junk, too. And I just told her that morning, I said, I had her son laughing. I said, I don't know why you keep on sitting back here vouching for these folks. Stop vouching for them. You're acting like these folks done put something to your head to make you, sit back here and agree with everything of what they do. When you sit back here and you say, oh, these jobs will sit back here like this and that. But then you constantly telling me that I need to work one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work like that.
It don't work like that. And you see all the damn shit that's going on within these jobs, man. Everywhere we go, from fast food or whatever, man, they got a short staff. You know what I'm saying? A short staff intentionally, man. They bamboozling folks right before their eyes, right then and there. And folks still thinking, oh, okay, they short staff, they need help. They short staff because they cutting hours just to benefit the managers, man. Just to benefit the managers and maybe a couple of employees. And that's because there's some shit going on behind closed door between the employees and the managers. But like I said, man, come on out, man. I know about all this shit.
This nigga always sitting back here talking. Every time I turn around, he's sitting back here, always sitting back here talking to him. I mean, talking to, now he's talking to her friend now. And he only doing it because of the fact that he was just notified that I was on my way, you know what I'm saying, the next door neighbor. The little guy next door, he was only notified that I was coming back. So he figured, you know what I'm saying, he'll just use that for an excuse, you know, in the midst of, you know, questioning. I want to see why he ain't been over here. So now he want to sit back here and he want to question him. He about to get his ass snapped on because he trying to be nosy to ask some personal questions while my sister ain't here to see why he ain't been over here. But the reason why her friend ain't been over here because, like I said, I went off on him and we was about to fight up in this thing. So she been keeping him away from this thing. But like I said, he want to instigate. He want to get some information, but he don't know. But I got it planned to sit back here and I'm about to fuck. You know what I'm saying? If not, me and his wife about to get into it. So like I said, he can sit back here and think that he's sucking up information. But my mission objective is to bust his wife. And that's what, like I said, that's what we really gonna work on. Me and her, because she keep on looking toward her way. She cheesing, she smiling and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like she knows something that I don't know, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of that he's trying to cover up, but she's showing like some sexual affection and shit, you know what I'm saying? How she looking. So, like I said, I'm trying to put two and two together. The more he come over here and I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, that he doing what I know he's doing and questioning, like I said, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Cause every time I turn around, I step outside that door, she always sitting around here. And she always looking, smiling toward my way. Like she want a nigga to bust her motherfucking ass down. And like I said, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. The program is just, how the program come off, it just make you say the fuck everybody around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like it's just whatever. However the shit present itself, my nigga, I'm just going with the flow. So like I said, while he out there knick-knacking and shit, I'm just gonna go with the flow. And he could get the word. He could watch this shit through the fucking video and they could tell him too. He's supposed to pay him. He's supposed to pay him though. See what I'm saying? He's supposed to pay him. But instead he's talking to him trying to get some information, but he's supposed to pay him while they out there, like I said, on some emotional shit. For how I told old dude F his mama and all that shit, what I meant, what I said. You know what I'm saying? I said what I meant. So he could be telling him that or what I said. Like I said everything or what I could tell how he looking. You know what I'm saying? That's what went, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. You could tell. You could tell. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I could go out there right now, like I said, I could stop all this shit. Had the phone out right now, just end all that shit right now. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta come over here to be sitting back here talking to that man, cause I already know what the hell you out there talking to that man about. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing he could say anyway. Ain't nothing he could do. He's just a puppet for his company. You know what I'm saying? And all he could do is just provide his wife, you know what I'm saying, with money and shit. He all out of shape. He can't bring nothing else to the table. So like I said, all he could do is just bribe her with money and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all he could do. That's all he could do. That's all he could do. They out there talking about something because, like I said again, he getting loud. And I'm telling you, man, like for real, man. Like, come on now, man. You gonna bring your motherfucking control COINTELPRO Stotsy ass over here, man. Showing that you're not no real neighbor, dog, in the midst of me, you know what I'm saying, walking in this house, dog. You gonna wait till I walk right in the house, come right out the house, man. You know what I mean? And he know not to speak to me either.
And then this dude, you know what I'm saying, her friend, he stayed with his mom, but you know what I'm saying, he got his own little problems going on and stuff due to his mentality and all that. You know what I'm saying? He got an alcohol addiction. So, you know, he done ran his mom out of her house. You know what I'm saying? So due to him getting a disability, you know, get a disability check, that's the only way how he's surviving. And then he do a little grass cut on the side. But you know, the grass is dead now. You know what I'm saying? Due to the seasons and all that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's out of here. So at the same time, all he could do is just, you know what I'm saying, depend on that check. So he want to come talking shit, you know what I'm saying? But I've been killing him, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of, you know, roasting him in the midst of how he come off, you know, what that check shit. So I'm like, look, bro, you can't even work a 9 to 5, dog, anyway. You know what I'm saying? You can't take orders. You can't take orders. You can't even have somebody sit back here. You can't even take an hour without somebody telling you what to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't even understand probably of what I'm telling you as far as what to do. So like I said, you know, that's just how his mentality is. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad off it is. You see what I mean? That man about to get some shit started, man. He about to get some shit started, man. I'm about to hold on real quick. Hold on, y'all, real quick. I had to go ahead and let my sister know real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Your little COINTELPRO, little Stotts, your little DARPA, little neighbor, you know, is sitting back here disturbing your little friend and over here conversating with them about something and they over here arguing, you know what I'm saying? So you need to go ahead and dip that in the bud, you know what I'm saying, before the information be spread all across the neighborhood for what these folks already know anyway, what's pertaining to your life, you know what I'm saying? I already had to tell her over and over and over again that ain't nothing secret. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you think that you telling me that you think is secretive, everybody else know, all your coworkers know. I mean, I hate to have to break somebody, you know what I'm saying, break somebody down like that, to break the truth to them. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know. You know what I'm saying? Both of them clowns ain't in no position to be out there having no conversation, man, when they both puppets and then they orchestrating other shit, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, man. You know what I mean? Now you got the next door neighbor rumming up his engine. I know you hear. I don't know if somebody just heard that, but he out there playing around with the engine, rumming up the car and shit. Like, come on now, man. Cause now I'm gonna get amped up. You know what I'm saying? And the shit gonna go left field. Fuck these niggas talking about, man. They need to go on somewhere with that shit though, man. For real, cause I'm getting mad, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all hear this shit. Listen. So what I'm saying, now they over here arguing. Now they over here arguing about the work that they done goddamn did and shit over the damn tree that was cut. See what I'm saying? Now, she wanted the nigga to come over here. Somebody called this goofball to come over here, this doofus, to come over here. Now they motherfuckers over here arguing about this damn tree and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or what was cut down in the midst of a half of then about to fall, you know, over the fence that separates, you know, both of the houses, her house, my sister's house, and the neighbor's house. And due to a professional contractor coming out to have to cut it down and estimate it, my sister boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, you know, he went to go get some equipment. She rented out some equipment from some saw equipment and all that from Home Depot. And the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, they worked something out, you know, in the midst of cutting it down for whatever price or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, other than the professionals that could have charged, you know, overcharged. But when I'm hearing, now the shit done went left field. And now they over here bragging and talking about, you know, the prices in the midst of, you know, what could have been paid or whatever. Like I said, I don't know what the hell they got going on, but they talking about the prices and shit. But either way, you know, like I told y'all, man, moral of the story is, man, they got these people placed in these houses. You know what I'm saying? The military is controlling them, giving them mission objectives on what to do. And the majority of the people that stay in these houses and these apartments, too, can't forget the apartments, these apartments, they're mentally, like I said, physically disabled, and they got to carry out psychological tactics towards you in the midst of you being aware of this program that's, you know what I'm saying, that's going on, that's being ran throughout these military towns. And like I said, it deals with the homeless. It deals with, you know what I'm saying, with the military. It deals with doctors, nurses, anybody that's under the government that works for the government. It deals with them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They were running up the engines out there in the midst of them arguing and all that. So they just try to they just shut them up. You know what I'm saying? Now they out there running the engines. They ain't trying to hear that. They had to shut that shit down and up. That's what I'm saying. Shut that shit down and up, man. Broadcasting that shit all around this neighborhood over that little buffoonery bullshit. But anyway, y'all, like I said, that's the moral of the story, though. Stay tuned for, like I said, when I get the homeless guy, you know what I'm saying, that does the excessive, that was doing the excessive coughing, I'm going to get him on camera. Because like I said, I'm going to show y'all how they keep on controlling him. They be walking around with or without a butt bag. I'm going to point them out to you, and I'm going to show y'all the repeated patterns of how they show him and tell him what to do in the midst of me in my direction and where I'm at. Because he then almost bumped into me the other day when I was at Piggly Wiggly coming in my direction for how somebody's sitting them to come out, you know what I'm saying, due to demonstrating this program. So like I said, y'all stay tuned though, man. I said, like I said, I'm going to show y'all how they control these homeless people, man, and these folks out here like I've been doing, you know what I mean, in this program, you know. And I'm about to get out this thing and I'm going to holler at y'all.